Hey guys, so for today's video, we are doing another dupe video. Alter Ego has duped the Anastasia Nouveau palette with their new Midsummer eyeshadow palette. This video is kindly sponsored by Alter Ego, and I just love working with them and doing these little eyeshadow palette comparison videos. So the Midsummer palette retails for $17, and you can use my code Angela10 to save 10%, whereas the Anastasia Nouveau palette is $55. Here are what the two palettes look like side by side. So on top we have Midsummer, on the bottom is Nouveau. You guys know I love doing this little eyeshadow guessing game with you. So on one eye, I'm wearing the Midsummer palette, and on the other eye, I'm wearing the Nouveau palette. So take your guess now. Which eye do you think is which palette? Do you have the answer? Okay, cool. So in this video, I did swatches of both palettes side by side with their comparable shades. I did a tutorial on this eye look, obviously, so you can see how both palettes compare on the eyes, and I am doing a wear test today as well. So if you want to see how these two palettes compare, go ahead and keep on watching. All right, let's start off with some swatches. This is Camp from Midsummer and Belle from Nouveau. This is Meadow from Midsummer and Liberty from Nouveau. You can see the Anastasia one did swatch a bit better there. This is Isle from Midsummer. Oops, I said that wrong. It's Glare from Midsummer and Isle from Nouveau. Just got the shade names mixed up there. This is Tuscan from Midsummer. Fleur from Nouveau. This is Solstice from Midsummer and Metro from Nouveau. This is Twilight from Midsummer and Muse from Nouveau. I think shade-wise, the dupes do look very similar. I do gotta say, I think the Anastasia formula swatched better, but that's just a swatch, so we'll see how those apply on the eyes. All right, now onto the next row. This is Dew from Midsummer and Wings from Nouveau. Color is so pretty. It's kind of like a silver that has a tiny bit of almost like a bluish green undertone in it. This is Pollen from Midsummer and Hope from Nouveau. This is Festival from Midsummer and Lily from Nouveau. Wow, both of those swatched beautifully. Then we have Vanilla from Midsummer and Paloma from Nouveau. Just a very light kind of blending shade. Then we have Tempest from Midsummer and Peacock from Nouveau. And then Lavender from, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name, Midsummer, and Wisteria from Nouveau. Ooh, that Wisteria did swatch a lot better, and it does look a bit brighter too. I feel like all of these shimmer shades looks like a pretty good dupe, so again, we'll see how they look on the eyes. All right, let's get started with applying both of these palettes on my eyes. The lighting is good right now, so I hope it stays like this. I'm gonna start by priming both my eyes the same exact way with my Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. And then blending that in with my Sephora collection number 71 brush. And then I am going to set both eyes with powder. I'm just using my Kosas one. As always, when I do these videos, I have two different sets of brushes I'll be using, so I'm not mixing the formulas. I'm gonna use the Midsummer palette on this eye and Nouveau on this eye. I gotta say, when I first opened this palette, I really did like the way that Alter Ego arranged these shades. Like, it just kind of makes more sense to me by having kind of more of these like olivey green shades all together over here, and then kind of the more like fun pops of color over there. I'm gonna start with the Sigma E35 in the shade Tuscan, and I'm gonna blend this shade in my crease. I am picking up a little bit more shadow and just slowly building this up. And then on the other eye, I'm gonna pick up Fleur. Just looking at the two shades in the pan, Fleur looks a little bit peachier, so let's see how these look on the eye. Both shades applied and blended really easily, but I do feel like this one just looks slightly more peachy, like just a tad. I'm gonna see if I can build up this side just to match the other one a little bit more. I am going out tonight, so I do want my eyeshadow to match, but that means we'll have a pretty long wear test today, so that's exciting. All right, I'm pretty happy with how both of those shades look. Now, I did wear an olive green sweater today to kind of match my eyeshadow look, so I think we're gonna go a little bit olive green today, obviously. So I'm gonna take Pollen from Midsummer on a Sigma E57. I'm gonna try this eyeshadow dry at first and just pack it all over my lid. I would use my finger, but I have some long nails on, so that won't really work today. It's applying pretty well for being a dry eyeshadow. Okay, then I'm just gonna go back to the E35 I used on this eye and just softly blend around that shimmer. Mostly right here in the crease. All right, that looks pretty good. I do want to go for a slightly softer look today. Now on the other eye, I'm going to pick up Hope on a different E57. If you've used Anastasia's shimmers before, you would know that they can be a little chunky and kind of have like a lot of fallout with them. So like as I tap this off, a lot does come out and it just looks a little chunky in the palette, but I'm not having that kind of issue with the Midsummer palette. Just wanted to point that out. It almost looks a little bit deeper than the shade on this eye, but I haven't blended out this side yet, so that might be why. And then taking this eye's E35 and just blending in the crease. All right, after blending out both of those shades, I'm being a little bit nitpicky here, but that's why I like to do these videos. I feel like the shimmer on this eye looks better, doesn't it? Like you can see that kind of light shimmer and how it blended into my crease. Where on this eye, I feel like that Hope shade just looks slightly darker and the shimmer didn't blend out as nicely as it did on this one. Not a bad thing though, like just pointing out the little things here. I'm gonna take a little bit of Hope on that fluffy brush and just try to blend that into the crease to maybe get more of that shimmer in here. At this point, I definitely prefer the green shade on this eye. I'm going to pick up a little bit of that Dew shade on the E57, and I want to place that just in the center of my lid for a little bit more of a pop, kind of like a really soft halo eye. Again, I would use my finger if I could, but I just cannot apply eyeshadow with my fingers when I have nails on. Okay, just something soft like that. And then on my other eye, I'm taking Wings. Okay, again, after applying that shade in the center of my lid, I still prefer how this eye looks. I just feel like the shimmers are popping a little bit more, which is not what I expected, honestly. Like I said, I want to keep the eyes pretty soft today, so I'm going to stop here for the upper lid. I'm going to go do my face makeup off camera, and then we'll work on the eyes again together. All right, the face makeup is done. Let's finish up the eyes. I'm going to pick up Meadow on a Sigma E30, and that's going to go along my entire lower lash line. And then for the other eye, I'm going to pick up Liberty. I feel like those shades look very similar on the eyes. Now I'm going to take a little more Tuscan on a Sigma E27, and I have that on the tip of the brush, and I'm just using that to soften out the lower lash line. And then again back to Fleur from the other palette, right? And same exact thing. I think I want to touch up the green shades on the outer corner just a little bit more. So I'm going to take more Pollen from Midsummer, just right out here on the outer part of the lid. And then taking a little bit of Hope for the other eye. Now for my highlight shade, I'm going to take my Rare Beauty highlighter in Enlighten. I'm gonna go pop on some mascara and then we'll talk about the final look. All right, I popped on just mascara and I'm wearing the Gxve Beauty mascara. I think I want to add a little bit of a shimmery brown liner to my waterline, so I'm gonna take this one by Gxve in the shade Hopscotch, and I'm just gonna put it on the base of my lower lashes. Okay, I really like how that looks. I just wanted to add a hint of brown to kind of complement the olive green color. Let's look at each eye close up. So again, this is the Midsummer palette, and then this is the Nouveau palette. Honestly, I feel like on the eyes, they look so similar. It does not look like I'm wearing two different eyeshadow palettes. All right, and here's what the makeup looks like from far away. Again, I feel like I can't tell a difference. My boyfriend couldn't tell a difference. As always, we got to do a wear test with these videos. So it is currently about 12 p.m. right now. I am going out with a friend later tonight, so this will be a pretty long wear test today. So we'll see how both of these eyes hold up throughout the day. All right, I'm back to give you a little update on our wear test. It is currently 3:38 in the afternoon. So it's been about 3.5 hours that I've had this makeup on for. I did want to mention I did put on 2 little clusters underneath each eye for some little lashes, and I did touch up my mascara and just that brown liner on the waterline because I am about to head out and go meet my friend for tonight. But I haven't touched up the eyeshadow itself at all, just the stuff around the eyes because I'm trying not to mess with the eyeshadow obviously. But honestly, at this point we are still looking really good so far. I feel like with these wear tests, like my eyes still look pretty similar by the end of the day just because I am familiar with Alter Ego's formula and everything. So 3.5 hours in, I feel like we're still looking really solid. Things still look exactly the same to me, so we are doing good. Mercedes, what time is it?
9:27.
Okay, it's 9:27. Here's what the eyeshadow's looking like. This looks pretty good though. I'm wearing 2 different eyeshadow palettes today. Oh! Fun fact, okay. That's all. 9:20. I'll take it. All right, so that is going to wrap up this video. I'm going to link the Alter Ego Midsummer palette down below for you if you're interested, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.